Hello everybody, how's it going? I got a bad U-joint in this axle shaft here. They're not greasable and I could see rust around the caps and stuff. So it's about time I change it because I don't want to have to change the axles by having that damage the little holes in the yoke there, or the little bores in the yoke. If you let them go too long, they'll kind of walk back and forth and then they'll kind of hammer on the yoke of the axle shaft, and it'll basically ruin them. And you obviously don't want to let it get that far. So I'm gonna pull this apart. I'm gonna change the axle shaft U-joints on the passenger side. So here's a 15/16 lug nuts. I'm sure if you got one, you know what size they are. Ah, the last one got stuck. All right. So I'll pry on the back of this brake caliper here to kind of take some pressure off of it, and then I'm going to pull the entire brake caliper and the bracket off in one assembly. Just give it a little bit of, well, that might not come off now because so these two bolts here are 18 millimeter. I feel like I'm going the wrong way. Pull these ABS cable off of the ABS wire off of this brake hose. That off. So there's four bolts that hold that thing on. We'll go with the hub, wheel hub bearing, and they are 18 millimeter. So I'm gonna take those four bolts out, and I had replaced this when I first got the truck, which is probably like 6 years ago. I don't really drive it in the winter, so hopefully it just comes right out. I'm hoping. What I'm going to do is, I think I got new dust shields for it a while ago, and I was waiting kind of until I start doing the wheel bearings or issues where I got to take it apart to change them. So I'm going to go find them, and I'm probably going to change that dust shield while I got it apart. Basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull it out, probably like halfway. I'm not going to take the hub off of the axle shaft. If you do that, this needs to be torqued in 2 stages. I think I'm not sure what the first torque is. I think it was like 150 pounds or something like that, and then you spin the bearing like 5 times, and then you final torque it to 263. Like I say, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to pull it out, and I'm going to change the universal joint, and I'm just going to leave that piece of sub shaft right in the bearing, and I'm just going to deal with it that way. I don't have to take anything more apart than I have to. You can if you want to, obviously, but I'm lazy, so I'd rather fight myself than to take more things apart. So that's my thought processes. So I use my ratchet. I'm pulling 4 bolts out. Oh, pinch my finger. That's easy. I actually changed these bolts too last time because kind of rounded over a little bit. So those are new bolts also. I was actually super surprised at the durability of this wheel bearing. I mean, I've only had it on there for about 30,000 miles because I don't drive this truck that much. But when I got it from the dealership, they told me the wheel bearing was bad. So when I got an inspection, so they gave me a wheel bearing and I replaced it myself to kind of make the transition a little smoother. And turned out to actually not be the wheel bearing. But when I looked up the actual wheel bearing, it turned out to be like a $30 wheel bearing off of eBay. At least that's what I saw it for. So I was like, well, that's going to be replaced in like 2 weeks. But I probably shouldn't talk about it because I'm jinxing myself. But I got an extra one just in case. I should just turn the wheel and use the impact gun, but I'm not gonna. I think I put never sees on them too, because I got never sees on me. There's that. And it's off. So, I think I might just pull this right out and go do it on my trailer. There. All right, let's get these clips off. This is my chiseling screwdriver. I don't know why it is. I think I just always did it with it. One. Yeah, I got 2 off. That's not bad, right? So we're gonna pull out the Goliath. I actually hope that that squeezes down enough. Yeah, it will, I think. It's like an extra long C-press, but I broke my other one. That's the normal size C-press. So I guess this is what I got to work with. So I marked these because I believe the shafts are balanced to themselves. So I put them back in the same orientation. I put just a little mark on them so I know where they went. That'll go on my way. Will you fight? Not liking the way this is going. Try that. That'll work. You just had to relax. Just relax. too big. Well, we're gonna have to do this a different way because it don't fit unless I got a cap. We'll see if I have a cap for that. I want to say I don't. I don't think I changed it like that last time. I think I just used the old-fashioned brute force and beat it off. Try this guy. Going on. Going on mode. Get a tapper. I gotta say, these are my favorite hammers. Got it moving. Just don't think that's big enough. I have to use this. Yeah, that's big enough. Pants are falling down. I don't know if it's unprofessional for my pants to be falling down, or if as a mechanic it would be professional for your pants to be falling down. I mean, is it unprofessional for a plumber not to have plumber's crack? I mean, could you trust the plumber that didn't? Get that clip off now. I wonder if I can get it all the way through and then kind of back it up. I was able to do that with I think with the Ford one. I was able to run it all the way through and then kind of pull it out. I guess we can try. I don't even know why I'm using this thing. Yeah, I bought a press not too long ago and it's sitting in my basement. I don't know why I don't just use that. Now it's through. That'd be nice if I can just get it all the way out like that. See, little crusty. You know, that's one good manufacturing company there. I don't know where I got these. I think I found them. Maybe they were in the back of a vehicle I bought. And it looks like it's not going to let me just pull it out. Look. Nope. You got to go all the way back through. Make sure I can read my marks. Pull that out. There. Oh no, I got gear lube all over my box. Save that, put it on my impact gun later. I guess one problem with an extra long C-press is it's extra heavy. If you give it the love tap, it keeps it from kind of exploding or building up too much pressure. I don't think it'll keep it from exploding, depending on how much pressure you put on it, but I don't put that much pressure on it, and it definitely helps by tapping it. I've blown one up before, and it's definitely something to see when it happens. When it goes, it goes. You know, it might be one of the time I actually buy the tool for this, because cheap's cheap, but I don't know if I gotta be cheap anymore. I want to go the other way. Wrong way again. I tell you what, I did not see this coming. That I'd get the thing out easy, but I can't get the U-joint out. Finally! I guess it doesn't matter. I'm sure most people tuned out a long time ago when the struggling began. Let me get the new U-joint. Here it is. It's a Moog 464. I don't know if that's special or anything. It's probably the wrong one, but I think I want to put the grease fitting to the inside so I could turn the wheel and then go right at it. Oh yeah. So, buttons. Yeah. Sign of a quality product when the seal won't stay on. I'm sure I won't have any trouble with that later. Tell me, sir, how do you think your universal joint wore out? I don't know. Man, that goes together way faster than it came apart, doesn't it? Actually had somebody get mad at me with one of my videos. I can rant now because I'm sure nobody's watching at this point, but I had somebody get mad at me because I didn't give him his information fast enough. He says I'm just in it for the views and stuff, and I kind of laughed and I said, ha, 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 ha. Have you seen any people actually watched it? And he's like, you're just in it for the money, and I'm like, yep, okay. So I apologize for not getting him the information he needed fast enough. There we go. Click. It's a bit tight now, though. I put some never sees on there like I did last time. It's going to go on there like that. We put our axle in. There's that. Put our 4 bolts in. All right, so let's start talking stuff. The studs for this hub, because this is a 2500, four-wheel drive, is 149 foot-pounds. The caliper mounting bolts for this for 2005. So caliper mounting bolts for the front are 2003 and later. No, front caliper bolts are 24 foot-pounds on this. The rear or the front caliper mounting bracket bolts, which is what I took off for in 02 to 04 3500 models, is 210 foot-pounds. For an 05 and later 2500 and 3500 models are 250 foot-pounds. So being all I took off of here, so all I took off was those 4 bolts there. Those are going to get torqued to 149 foot-pounds on this model, and the caliper bracket bolts on this are going to get torqued to 250 foot-pounds, and the lug nuts get torqued to 135 foot-pounds. ABS plug back on, get that out of there. A bit of the first guy. Pop it all back into the little connectors. Snap a little red lock down. Push the holder back in there. There's that. There's this. Put the wheel on. Torque it to 135 foot-pounds. So anyway, wheels back on. Should be all set. I feel as though this isn't one of the better videos I've made, but I tried. I go unscripted, so it's the best I can do at the moment. But anyway, so hope that can help somebody. Thanks for watching.